Everybody keeps asking me, when am I going to get a crawler? Well, here you go. Here it is. The fine folks at FMS sent this over for a honest review. It's the FCX18 brushless crawler. So let's open up and give you an honest look. Well, welcome back to the channel. That's right, we're getting into crawling. Well, actually, to be honest with you, the second vehicle I ever bought getting into the hobby. The first one was a Traxxas Rustler. The second one was a crawler. You guys might recognize this. Pretty cool looking RC. Maybe not for my channel, but maybe somewhere else. But this is actually by FMS, the Atlas 6x6. I purchased this. This was like the second RC I bought getting back in the hobby. And, you know, it's really cool looking. It sits on my shelf by my desk. But crawling just really wasn't my thing, so I haven't visited. But I think what's going to change my mind, hopefully with this one, is the fact that it has a 2-speed transmission. So we can also go from crawling to a little bit of speed. I think it's going to be interesting. So let's check this thing out. It is a fully licensed Toyota body here. I don't think there's really that much information here on the box. External rotor brushless motor, independent brushless ESC, remote light control ball, bearings, full set, usable spare tire, portal axles with metal gears. So yeah, that's something I looked up on this thing. It does have metal gears in the differentials. Openable hood, oil springs, oil damper, 2-speed transmission. So yeah, I think that's going to make stuff really interesting. Just like the Atlas, this comes with a very nice little styrofoam box that you can actually just keep on hand to transport. So let's check out everything you get. When you take this out of the cardboard shipping box, the owner's manual is sitting out here loose. It does have some stickers thrown in there and your basic directions and really nice parts diagram right here with all the parts numbers and like a blow-up diagram of how everything goes together. So if you do have to work on this thing, you do have some nice diagrams of how it all goes together and a complete parts list. One transmitter, a little bit on the small side, plastic handle, no foam grip. We have a channel 3 and a channel 4, which I believe is for the 2-speed transmission and lights. We have throttle, steering reverse, some dip switches for programming, bind. We have a steering dual rate, a steering trim, a throttle dual rate, throttle trim, power on, off. And this is what? AAA's. Little tiny, yeah, right? Because, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we need some AAA batteries for this deal. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but it's kind of small, and the plastic handle is a little basic. License plate stickers. Basic USB charger. Wheel wrench, screwdriver, and an Allen. And a little toe pin tool. That is something pretty cool with this. I was looking this up online because I didn't know too much about this. They do sell all kinds of accessories that you could stack here on top of the rack, from like beer coolers, all kinds of luggage things like a net that you can put on here. They even sell a trailer. There's other options like weighted wheel things. I don't know that much about crawlers, but I guess that's to try to either give it more traction or kind of keep that center of gravity lower. It's the only reason I could think you'd put weights on a tire. There's also some other metal upgrades in this. So there's a full list of upgrades that they actually offer for this as well. So I thought the body came off, but it looks like not 100% sure, but maybe about 4 screws and we pop this body off. But here we go, our portal axle. So this basically gives it more ground clearance, because there's like a gear reduction unit over here. So basically you can see how the axle's way over here and it drops up. So the axle comes in here and it goes to a gear inside of here. And then we have universal joints instead of dog bones, universal joints. That's really nice. So instead of 2 points of contact, we have 4. So much better setup. So these are plastic, but we do have nice heavy-duty metal connection points here. These arms. Here also steering linkage here in the front is metal, and I do believe, yeah, that's a metal frame as well. Solid, man, for a little car. This has some pretty good weight, and the suspension well, not a lot there, but it does lean. So it's not a jumper, so, but what you're looking for in crawling is the ability to flex like that, to go up and over stuff and keep all these wheels in contact. Oh yeah, even has a nice spare tire. These tires are really soft and sticky. Very sticky. A very cool looking body. You got the little ladder back here, New York license plate. Got the lights, the dark tinted windows, nice little matte black body here, the roof rack, a little snorkel here. Oh, even the mirrors have some chrome in them. Cool looking body. I believe that's where the trailer hitch would go if you have one. Hood is supposed to open on this. What is the secret to that? Oh, okay, here we go. And that is where we find the battery hiding. Okay, so there's 2 magnets here and 2 clips that help hold this down. And it does a good job because it's hard to get this thing open. You really gotta struggle to get that. But let's see if we can pop this body off. I want to see what it looks like underneath. All right, so you have 2 Phillips screws in the back, 2 1.5 in the rear. I did end up just taking the back bumper off too because I needed to kind of shift because of the way that ladder was on here or whatever. So kind of got hung up on that. But so now that we have this off, we have a better look at what's going on. So we had the light control up here, and there's a massive amount of wiring going on in here. Wow, that is something else. That's probably turn signals and everything. There's so much wiring going on here. But here is our receiver. I'm not sure if it's waterproof. I imagine it would be, seeing it's outside, not in any kind of case. Here's our little brushless motor. It's an outrunner. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I love the way this thing spins on it. It's pretty common in the airplanes that I fly, having an outrunner like that, but not too pretty common, I guess, in crawlers, but not in like normal RCs. So here we have our 2-speed transmission, and this would be our, that would be the ESC, and there's our little, yeah, that's going to be the 2-speed. That should be the 2-speed switch, and the steering servo is actually right here, mounted on top of the axle. So all this actually gives me another look here. There's actually another brace, another like V-type brace on top of the axle to give it even more strength. So on top of the 4 links here, the 4-link on the, there's also an upper, and then you have our coilover shocks right here. And it's pretty awesome, very realistic looking metal frame. So man, that's a lot of work into this thing, man. It's amazing how much stuff they put into such a small spot. And there's our on-off switch too. Give you a better look at what's going on here. I believe that's on-off, or maybe not. Oh yeah, push down. This is pretty cool. The windows are actually like a tint. They're not painted black. From right here when I was looking at it, looked like they were black, but they're actually tinted. And then looking right here, it looks like we actually have a extra connector, so that might be for trailer lights, maybe. Where did I just saw it. I just saw, I was like, what is, yeah, right there. So right here is an open light connector that's back here, so it might be for if you're going to put the trailer on there. Alright, let me go ahead and we'll get this thing back together, hopefully. And then, you know the deal, we'll take it out, we're going to speed test it, we're going to jump it off the ramp, and if you believe that, then, man. Yeah, no, we're going to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this out here in the backyard. We're going to just do some backyard stuff around here, and then I'm going to go take it out to like my normal spot that I run. When I do these reviews, I take it because there's an area, there's like, has some pretty hefty rocks that I think is going to be a good test for this. See, yeah, right there, the bolt for this ladder kind of gets in the way of getting the body on and off. So yeah, that's why I had to pull that bumper off to try to work around that. All right, everyone, I'll get this back together and I'll see you after. There we go. Check it out. There's all the lights. So we do have turn signals. So this is crawling mode. Let's oh, I want to show you one thing here. So if we put the switch in neutral, it actually has a neutral for some reason. So now let's put it in high. Look at how fast the thing is now. That's, ow, that's freaking crazy. Look, it's like freaking wheelies. All right, so let's check out the backlights. So we have turn signals, and we also have brake lights. All right, we'll just practice a little backyard crawling here before we head over to the main part. Look at that. That's so freaking cool. Like the Atlas, I think, kind of struggled over some of that stuff. Oh yeah, look, see how the suspension just flexes like that, so it keeps the tires in check. All right, next we'll try this. Go up this little mound here. Oh, too easy. Absolutely too easy for this. So I apologize, I don't have more of a professional crawling course, but you know, I'll do the best that I can. See, that's so cool the way it. Let's see if it'll. Oh yeah, look at that, climb straight up that. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's freaking cool the way it drops down. Like, look at that. So that tire now is like, look, two tires are stuck between the boards. Like, this thing is, and it just right through it. That's so cool. I do kind of feel like maybe this thing's a little top heavy. You know, when I hold it like that, it doesn't seem to wanna. All right, I'm gonna do one more test here in the backyard. This is something I think might be a little challenging, or maybe not. Just wanted to see how it would do crawling over these bricks. Look at that. That's freaking cool. I love it. Look at that. It just dips down into there and just all the suspension working. Guys, like I said, I'm a novice at crawling, so excuse me, this isn't like the ultimate test for it. I don't know, but I'm having some fun with this. My first crawler just wasn't particularly, you know, it looks cool, but it couldn't do like this. This is freaking cool. All right, let's go head out to the normal RC grounds, and I'm gonna try this thing on some big rocks. Well, and I've always wanted to try driving out that tunnel, and I just never had the courage, man. And it did it. It did it. Unfortunately, I forgot to start the big camera that I'm wearing here on my head, so I actually lost all that. And thankfully, this RC, despite the small battery, has a tremendous run time. So now I get to reshoot this all over again, which is fine. I've been having fun out here. See, check it out. That's where this thing does not like tall grass. But see, this is where that second speed comes into handy, because you want to like reposition and drive from here to here. You can do it relatively quickly. Now, guys, I got to show you this. This is freaking, oh God, I love this. This is hilarious. Wow! Crawler wheelies. Oh my God, I love it. Can your crawler do this? Woo! Oh no. I would say so far that is kind of like the downside, that this thing is so high up. If you look at the ground clearance it has, it's so high up, it does have a tendency to roll over fairly easily. So to me, so far, I think that's kind of like the one negative about this. What I'm really liking is the 2-speed transmission. It makes driving really, really fun. I think, you know, the suspension and all that on here is doing a great job of like keeping the tires and everything on the ground. The gnats are like in my ears. I should have put the net on. Should have put the net over my head, but I didn't. I thought they would be okay over here, but let's see if, oh no, we can't make it again. Oh, we did it in crawling mode. Oh, freaking awesome. Yeah, I love the way this thing looks, you know, that's all the realism, you know, fully licensed body makes it look really, really nice, you know, and things that help but are functional, like the push guard in the front, so when you hit these rocks, you're not tearing that stuff up. The roof rack and that helps you keep from scratching that part of the body up. You know, just little things like to give you the extra tire. It's just, you know, there for that. I don't imagine being here having to change out a tire on a crawler, but you never know. But it looks cool. Just the realism that they added to it, even down to like the metal frame, just looks friggin' amazing. Oh no, do I have to go into recovery? No. Oh wait. Ow! Sometimes you need that extra power. No, I think we're just high-sided on this damn rock. There's not much I can do about that. Oh, nope, that's what it is. This damn grass is like a freaking chain, man. It just, look at this stuff. It's horrible. Gets all kinds of wrapped up in everything. I love these universal joints, man. That's just really, really that's a good way of doing it. Alright, everyone, I don't want to make this video too long, but man, I am enjoying this, man. I have a smile on my face from ear to ear, I promise. And I never thought I'd be into crawling. I've had people ask about it, and I'm like, nah, it just ain't my thing. It's just kind of slow and boring. But man, I really like this, man, because my first crawler just really didn't do very good. I think what really makes this work well is the brushless outrunner. Really helps apply smooth power, and then the other one, it being a 6x6, it just didn't articulate as well as what this one's doing. The downside, like I said, is this thing is just a little top heavy, so it's having problems staying. So I wish they would have added the wheel weights from the factory, but it's not a terribly expensive upgrade. Oh man, I do like it, man. I like the way it looks. I like the lights. I like how, you know, just how well it actually appears to work. Like I said, I'm not the best at crawling. Crawling is something new to me, so maybe I'm missing something. I apologize for that. But I'm really liking this RC. I think the 2-speed transmission is just friggin' awesome. No! Oh boy. Yeah, man, I'm liking this thing, man. I like, I said to me the only negative, it seems to be a little bit top heavy, and these turn signals do get annoying because every time you just barely touch, you see that, and I could deal without that. But other than that, I like it. It's my first realm into crawling. I mean, technically, it's my second, but uh, to me, I think this is more of a proper crawler than what the 6x6 was. I like it, man. 2-speed transmission, the lights, the looks, everything. I think I touched on everything. So go in the video description. I have discount codes. I have a link to where you can buy this. Also, like, if you're interested in any of the stuff I use to film my videos or make RC content, go to my Amazon store, check out the RC links. I got fans, motors, all types of remotes and stuff that I use. And even if you're buying the dog food for the pup, if you start at my store then buy the dog food, I get credit. It does not have to be in my store. And if you're going to buy Arma or any of the other brands out there, I have affiliate links with AMAIN and Horizon Hobby. I greatly appreciate it. I also have an affiliate link with FMS, and all these things help me buy cars for the channel. Yes, this was provided for me, but those are few and far between, and I do appreciate FMS giving me a chance to try this crawler, man. I like it. Even though it was given to me, I'm under no obligation to give it a favorable review and do anything if I don't like it. And if this thing had issues, I would point it out to you, but I like it. Like I said, I think the turn signals are annoying and a little top heavy, but that's the only thing I can think of. Like I said, I'm not the most experienced crawler. I'm learning with you guys. Some of you are probably way more experienced than me, but I'll live and learn. I'm going to try those wheel weights and see how it affects, and then just gonna learn more about crawling. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the supports, the likes, shares, comments. Greatly appreciate it. Means a lot to me. Helping grow the channel. It allows me these opportunities like this to get something to review and bring you fresh content. So thank you, everyone. See you next.